If you want to learn how to do something like this, definitely stay tuned to the video. Kind of show you the whole process of how we did this. This was the first barbecue cookout we did of the summer, and it went pretty smooth. So let's get started. Let me show y'all. Firewood package, check. Firewood pellets, check. Grill, check. Smoker. And of course, you gotta light it up. You want to light it up first while you're preparing the meat. That way it could actually warm up. This is the meat we have. Trim the fat. Make sure you get all the ingredients. We do have the ingredients listed in the description in case you want to see exactly how to do it. And yeah, we just got some mustard. Base it. That way when we do season it, it sticks to the meat and it doesn't fall apart. Because you want to make sure that it sticks to the meat so you get the flavor. Every single bit of the meat needs to be flavored. This is just fresh ground black pepper. We use a pepper grinder. You want to make sure it's fresh, that way it tastes a little bit better and it has a little bit more coarse texture to the meat. That's killer right there. Look at that. Looks so good. And it didn't even take that long to actually prepare. I think it took less than 45 minutes. There goes the mixture too again. You want to coat it, pat it down evenly, and just make sure, give it a little massage like it's a 5-star vacation. It's good to go. And we actually decided to use fresh garlic here as opposed to granulated garlic. The fresh garlic, I think it really had a big impact on how it tasted, because it just tasted a lot more savory, and when it got smoked, it's just easier to chew and eat. So yeah, there you go, it's done right there, the pork loin. And then this one specifically is the same thing, right? You want to base it up, but this one we're going to decide to make it spicy. So we put in a little bit of cayenne pepper, right? And paprika. Look at that. There's that mixture for that one right there. Sprinkle it on top. Make sure you have a good generous coat on the top. Pat it down just like you did the other ones. Just make sure everything's evenly coated. It's not too caked on one side and not on the other. And there you go. At this time, the grill started to heat up. This one's at 500 degrees right now. And we went to the store. Came back, we decided to get a brisket. So yeah, this is the brisket. We ended up not trimming too much fat off of it because it was in really, really good condition. So nice. Has a little bit of score. There goes that fat. Not too much that we just cut. And of course, base. And the seasonings we used here was the same one we used for the pork loin from the beginning. Except this does not have any paprika. Now, came back to the grill. It was a little bit hotter. Of course, it was hot because we have all the chambers open. So keep that in mind. If it starts to heat up too much, close off the vents. That way it will cool down. Or leave it open, right? And that's what we did. And then went back to 350. And here's that firewood. And there you go. That's how we basically did it. Now we're putting everything on the grill. Give it about 4 hours. Past 4 hours, then we ended up putting the brisket. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, and you want to keep a hand thermometer handy just in case, like I have here, to check the internal temperature. Alright, we're not all psychics. We can't really figure out the temperature, so you just get a measuring tool and you're good. This one, I think we got it at Joe Osco or Mariano's. You could get it on Amazon too. It's super inexpensive. But yeah, look how everything is looking. Smoke, charred. And the aluminum foil too has that smoked look. It almost has a copper look. That's how long it's been smoking. 146. It's decent. It's decent. It still needs to get a little hotter though. It's decent. You come checked on then in a little bit of time, right? Past 2 hours. Give it 2 hours. Went up about 30 degrees, 20 degrees. But we still gotta hit those numbers, because we gotta make sure that if we hit those numbers, and actually once it starts getting near that temperature, wrap it up in aluminum foil. That way it cooks inside itself, right? And it cooks a little bit quicker. That's what we did with the pork loin. Here's the pork loin reveal. And we also did it with the brisket. It's going to be a little bit later reveal too. But that's how it should look. Look at that. Amazing. And this was the first time. So if this is the first time that you're probably thinking about doing it, it could look something like this. Just make sure you have time to cook and patience. And it could look like this. It's amazing. It tasted good. Made some tacos with this. Then we eating some sausages too while we're waiting for the briskets. Just look at that. Who would not want that? So good. And then here is the reveal for the brisket. Alright. Nice. Cooked evenly. Not too dry, not too wet. Decent. And then here is how it cooked. You can see the smoke ring too around the meat. Look at that. Looks so good. Tasted even better. But yeah, man, that was basically it. That was how the barbecue went. If you want to know how to do more stuff, follow, and we'll update some more stuff. So here was the next day of all the stuff we had. This was the pan drippings from the fat of the meat that we had on the grill. And we ended up making some breakfast. You can see exactly how we kind of did that. Real simple, nothing crazy, just some eggs with the meats, cheese, and bread. It's real simple. We'll use some of the fat from that brisket as like an oil replacement, butter replacement. Put it with some eggs, straight like that. Let it cook, get the flavor from the fat because man, that tasted good. Give it a quick second. Then once it's got a little brown at the bottom, you want to flip it. Top it off with cheese, right? We had this one, American cheese, but you can use whatever. It tastes so good. Real good. Yeah, just put it on the side. Give it some time. And then just cook up the meat too. We just toss it on the pan right there. Same pan, nothing crazy. And then we actually used some of the smoked garlic because we smoked some garlic from the other day, yesterday. And we mixed it with the meat. And we used some of the drippings right there, kind of like a gravy, to give the meat a little bit more moisture, right? Because it was in the fridge, so it got a little hard and it lost a tiny bit of its flavor. But yeah, just combine that, give it some time, and look at it. It's looking already good. We ended up toasting too some bread in the air fryer. If you want to do that, you can do that as well. You can use a toaster. Air fryer is a lot better in my opinion though. And there you go. Look at that. Nice little breakfast sandwich. Meat, eggs, cheese, and then that brown sauce is a little barbecue sauce. So good. Tastes good too. Look at that. Make sure to like and follow, and stay tuned in case we make another video. Yeah.